Audio is now live. To a whopping one viewer, which is probably me.
It's not showing us online yet. Oh no, I got
It's
it.
on mine.
I got it. We're on.
Alright. Are you ready for some
On here,
intro?
and that's weird. Why can't I get onto the show? That's interesting. Oh yeah, I can hear it. We're on. Okay.
That with me, just unmuting mine to make sure the sound's coming through.
Oh. Yeah, I can't hear any sound. Oh yeah, I can hear myself. I'm just talking shit. Right,
Right.
let's fire it up.
Right, we're gonna go for it. Remember how to do this. There we go.
Y'all are listening to the Overseas Connection podcast.
Shut up and sit down.
Here we go!
Would you kindly?
I think we're just getting started.
Medic! I'm a witcher.
I think this is more than you can handle.
Sits on his ass all day.
Let's do this.
Good evening and welcome. It's the 2nd of February, and this is episode 564 of the Overseas Connection podcast. It's an all-English podcast tonight. There's a grand total of 2 of us.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
You got it. There's just 2 of us. I knew you'd play that, Mark. I knew.
It's not often I get to play that.
So joining me tonight is the lovely Mark Annex.
Hello, Pete. Hello, everyone. Yeah, just 2 of us today. Nice, intimate affair. Be a nice, quick show this week. Apparently, Greg and Kim are off making soup bowls or something. Said something about a soup bowl. I don't know what it was. Apparently, Robin's, since Brexit finished Friday night at 11 p.m, he's trying sneaking into the EU this morning, apparently. Across the border into that there island. And no one's heard from him since, so he's probably been arrested.
It's on his travels.
Yeah.
And I'm your host tonight. Unfortunately for some who don't like my accent, I'm Peter Chin.
It's better than my accent.
No, it's not. So I'm also known as the Legit Chinny on your gaming platforms and Twitter and all that jazz. We broadcast weekly on Sundays, 9 p.m. The UK, 1 p.m. West Coast, 4 p.m. East Coast, and 3 p.m. Central. We stream on Twitch, Mixer, YouTube. Just search OC Podcast. We've got no birthdays this week, have we?
No, I've had a quick look and I've put a message up and no one's replied or anything. So
Amazing,
no
that.
birthdays. That's unusual. There was one. It was my mum's birthday on the 30th of January. So happy birthday, Mum. She was 21 again.
Hey, Marks. Yeah, I'd be surprised actually. With 6 million followers, we've not. But there we go. Okay, all right. Should we move on into story time then, Mark?
Yeah, we can do.
Hooray, it's story time. Hooray, it's story time. I'm so glad to be with you today.
Right then, I'll let you start because I am so wanting to hear one of these things that we can talk about.
Well, after the last 2 weeks debacles of podcasting stream cutting out, I think Virgin Media might have sorted it out now. Fingers crossed. So hopefully tonight we should have a uninterrupted stream. Let's hope for the best.
Nice.
They did send an apology and they did find an outage somewhere and they were sending an engineer to fix it. They never got back to me to tell me they've done it, so I don't know 100% if it's fixed. But yeah, at least they acknowledged there was a problem. So it wasn't my fault, but there you go. That's Virgin Media for you. But apart from that, I've a bit of a slow week again. Not really done much. Caught up on Vikings. I said before I got to episode 6. This past week I've watched the latest 2 episodes, 7 and 8. Wow, they were fantastic. Episode 7, I won't say what happens because obviously huge spoiler, but what an emotional episode. It's just brilliant. It's so touching as well. And then the last episode, that's quite brutal. So yeah, really good. It's getting hotting up now.
So is there only 8 then? Have they stopped?
There's 8 at the moment. They're releasing weekly. They're not releasing them all in one go. So you have to wait till every Thursday for the next episode.
I thought I watched number 8 last week.
You might have done. I've just caught up on them. Or it might have been 8 and 9 I've seen then.
I was going to say there should be a 9 then, shouldn't it?
There might be, yeah. But yeah, I've just seen the latest 2. And I've also caught up on Picard because I never saw the first one. So I watched both episodes of the latest Picards. I'm a huge Next Generation fan. So to see Picard back, it's just amazing. There were a lot of nods to the original and everything.
Nice.
There's a lot going on in the first couple of episodes. Obviously, spoiler free. If you haven't seen it, if you like Next Generation, you've got to watch this. It's so good.
And okay, so I need to ask one question, and you might not want to answer it, but are all the crew the same?
Well, it's hard to say. Well, there's no crew as such because he's retired, so all the crew have gone their separate ways.
I've not looked at any blurb about this whatsoever.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
Assuming that
because you were a big Next Generation fan, weren't you?
Yeah. I loved it.
Yeah. Have you've got access to Amazon Prime, haven't you? If you watch Vikings, you've got to watch it. It's so good. I just wish they'd release them all in one go, me, because I like to binge 3 or 4 at a time, and having to wait another week, it just it does my head in.
Well, I could hardly imagine there's going to be many spoilers coming out on social media or whatever with this TV series. So I might just do that. I might just wait.
Yeah. Well, I've done that a few times with some episodes. I've waited till the end of them, and I've been quite lucky not getting spoilers. I think we're spoilt now with Netflix and Amazon, where they do release a full season in one go, and you've got that leisure to watch it whenever you want.
Yeah. I don't. The one thing that you don't get though is that reminder that it's out. There's a new episode. Because the one thing I'm not on is Stranger Things. I've still not seen season 3. And I love it.
Yeah, that's really good. Netflix does have an option to set a reminder for when a new season starts, but not for individual episodes. So I even get WhatsApp messages from Netflix when a season starts. I'll set it and I didn't think I'd like it at first, but a couple of years ago, they released I did a remake of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. And it's called The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. And it wasn't too bad, actually. It was it was a bit more adult than the old 70s, 80s one, whatever it was. And the third season's just come out recently. And I got a text alert for that, and that's all in one go. So me and Jenny watched all that in 3 days. So
cool. All right.
I didn't think that was worthy enough to mention.
Is that you, Mark?
Yeah, that's it for me.
All right. Well, my week's it's been busy, but as far as giving the listeners any entertainment, I don't think it's really going to. I've been just doing a bunch of wedding stuff. We're constantly just searching for stuff all the time. If it's not invite templates, it's what bands to look at. We spent a couple of hours one night just typing in wedding bands around the West Midlands on YouTube and on the internet, just on the browser on my Xbox, and just watching all of these videos of these bands, and 95% of them were just atrocious. We think we've found one that we want to play, but they're £1,000.
There must be someone in our community who knows someone linked to a band.
But it just depends whether it's our taste or not. This one band that we went to see, it's quite some time ago now. We went to see them and they were just phenomenal. They're a rock and roll band as a set, but they do some modern music as well. the bass player plays the big double bass, and he's standing on that and playing that like a nutter, and they just get drunk like the rest of the crowd do, and they just get wilder and wilder as they go on, and they're brilliant. But like I said, they're £1,000, and it's
not cheap. No.
I know it's big money. So I don't know. We've been doing a lot of searching, a lot of contemplating.
He's starting to regret bringing it forward a year.
No, not at all. No, we're happy that
it ties into a lot of stuff going off this year, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting year. It's going to be busy. We just thought it'd be best with some things that were arranged in 2021. We just thought it would just work if we brought it forward. And I don't want to say let's get it out of the way, because that sounds like something you want to do. It. We really want to do this, and it's not like we're wanting it to pass by and what have you. We really want to do this.
Actually, talking of your future wedding, I noticed on Facebook I don't know if it was the other day or the other week. You've just had your sort of like anniversary of being together.
Yeah. Well, what do you mean on as far as getting engaged?
Well, no, just being. I think you put a 3-year anniversary, did you? I can't remember now.
Well, that was ages ago.
Was it? All right.
Yeah.
I thought it was recent.
We got engaged on the 9th of January. So that was close.
It might have been that. Yeah. It might have been that.
But I've not really been on Facebook recently. Well, should I say the past? I looked on my history actually. I'm going to bore everybody now. And I looked at my history, and I just thought I'm not going to go on Facebook that much if I can. And do you know what? Last year I hardly went on. I actually didn't even touch it last June, August, and September. I didn't touch it at all.
Yeah.
Some people are on that, like.
I've gone opposite way, mate. I used to hardly ever look at Facebook, and I used to be on Twitter a lot. And now it's the other way around. I hardly go on Twitter, and I look at Facebook daily now. I don't know why.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes it can get a bit toxic. But
yeah. I follow a lot of like silly stuff, like memes and funny videos and stuff. So that's what I like watching on there. But yeah, oh god, some of the stuff in the news, the comments, I can't even read. I don't even read the comments anymore because, like you say, there's so many toxic people on there, and people who know everything.
Yeah, they've got a lot of opinions about Brexit and politics, but it's just all over my head. The world hasn't blown up. We're still here. It's our first podcast as well for us in the new era of Brexit. It's interesting times, but way too overqualified those people are for me to start talking about it. I just enjoy life,
Yeah.
And that's what we do. We're gamers. We're a little bit older. I wouldn't say wise. If you judged us by our mental age, then we're about 3. But other things I've been doing this week, I've had some more tattoos. Have
you got any room for any more?
Yeah, I've had my wrists done, and I don't know if you can see, like, my skin's all really dry around.
Oh yeah.
And I've had my wrists just finished off at the bottom. So I got one more part on my arm here that needs filling in, like covering. And that's pretty much all of my arms done then, because this arm's complete and it looks pretty on the camera it looked pretty black.
It looks a lot of blue on the camera.
It's a water themed thing, and then you can see like the little turtle and hammerhead shark and little dude and little hammerhead shark. But so I've had some more tattoos, and that's pretty much sums up my week. I've not really done much else.
Yeah. Game Over UK is in the chat. He says we could have asked him to come on. Now he tells us after the fact.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, he could have come on anytime. But yeah, we'll have to make a note of that for next time.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll definitely have to cross air.
Yeah.
Yeah. Game Over UK then. Note it down.
Add him to the bottom of the list.
Don't let him pass. All right. Let's talk some games then.
Today I feel like playing computer games. Today I feel like playing computer games.
So we are now out of the 27,000 million weeks of January. which seems to last forever. We're now in February, so we've got some new freebies on the platforms.
Yeah.
Do you want to go through the Xbox ones?
Why not? So, Games with Gold. TT Isle of Man.
I've downloaded that already. I've not played it yet, but I've downloaded it. I'm looking forward to that one.
This will be on Robin's list as well, wouldn't it?
He's already bought it. he's well into his motorbike racing, is Robin.
Yeah. Okay, that's available between the 1st and 29th. Call of, what is that? How'd you pronounce that?
Call of Cthulhu.
Cthulhu.
Yeah.
All right.
I thought you were laughing at what Game Over UK has just put in the chat.
What did he put? Which armed? Oh dear. Not even gonna. Oh, that's disgusting. Right. Cthulhu. Was that made in Wales?
No, I think it's a really old, book written text adventure thing. I think. I know it's some sort of monster creature thing. I've heard of it a long time ago. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. It's supposed to be quite good.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know what sort of game. I don't know if it's an RPG or a click and point adventure or whatever.
Never heard of it, Mark. I don't know.
Yeah.
Two other games that we've got, Games with Gold. Fable Heroes, which is available between the 1st and 15th of February, and Star Wars Battlefront, which is available from the 16th to the 29th.
That's the original Xbox one as well, not the newer one.
Yeah. Okay.
On PlayStation, a really good showing again from PlayStation this month. You've got the BioShock The Collection, so you've got 3 massive titles in that one bit there. The Sims 4, and they're throwing in an extra one for VR players, Firewall 0 Hour. So a great showing from PlayStation. They're all available from next week, from the 4th of February. I think Gregor Kim's written that down because the dates look like the 2nd of April to us. So thanks, guys, for confusing the hell out of me. It does, doesn't it? It looks like from the 2nd of April to the 3rd of March.
Yeah, it does,
Must have a DeLorean.
I don't know whether that was my fault. I don't know. Could have been.
How did you put that?
Yeah, I was copying and pasting all of those.
Yeah.
And that could have
Damn
been me.
Americans.
I didn't put any dates on these, though. The Twitch Prime games available for February 2020. Narcos, Rise of the Cartels.
That's just come out as well. I've only just bought that recently. Yeah.
Well, when I typed that in, I was like, really?
I looked on Twitch today. They're not there yet. So,
Okay.
but a lot of in the gaming industry, a lot of the February releases start on Tuesday. So I'm hoping for Tuesday.
So answer me this then: with these games, Twitch Prime games, because you educated me last week, Mark, or the week before about these games. I don't really. I kind of skip past these because I've got enough games to play anyway. Game Pass, but. If you downloaded this, is this a game that stays in your library, and is this something that you can access after February?
Yeah, exactly like the way it works with PlayStation and Xbox.
Okay.
If you remain a Twitch Prime member, then you've got access to the Twitch Prime games. You just have to, what they call, purchase them, but you're getting them for now anyway. So you just have to click on it and claim it. So you claim the item. When you log into Twitch, you'll see there's like a crown with your notifications. If you drop that down, there's all the Twitch Prime stuff you're accessible to if you've got Twitch Prime. But if you've got Amazon Prime and you've got Twitch, link them together. You get Twitch Prime for now. You're allowed to sub to one streamer free every month. And you get all these free games.
Nice. Okay. All right. So we got Narcos, Rise of the Cartels, American Fugitive, Desert Child. How do you pronounce that?
I don't know. That
Steroden.
I see that and I just think of that stuff for false teeth to stick them down. Steroden.
We'll go with that anyway. Yeah. And White Knight is the last available. So there we go.
If you've got Stadia Pro, oh god, bloody notifications. Sorry about that. Stadia Pro, which is like 2 people in the world I know, Ginny and Robin. You get Metro Exodus and Guilt, spelled Gylt. No clue what that is. Metro Exodus is quite good though for Stadia Pro. At least it isn't a Tomb Raider game this time.
No. Well, I'm still glad I never purchased that. I don't think they use it that often, do they?
No, I don't think so. No, Robin hasn't mentioned it since. So.
No.
And I don't think I've heard Mike mention it again.
No. Oh well, I think he's more excited to trying to get a VR headset.
Right. Yeah.
You can't get them anywhere, at the moment as well. These Oculus 64 gig. It's just they got completely sold out after Christmas.
I'm a bit behind on my podcast. We've been off work and stuff, so I've just listened to the latest Veteran Gamers one. Was the between Christmas and New Year one. So I'm about 4 weeks behind. So I've not listened to the latest ones.
Okay. Well, they're still talking crap.
How's the Patreon going?
Oh, they're doing well,
Right,
They've got. I think they've got about. I think they've got nearly double figures now.
Wow.
Yeah, I think they're doing all right. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be enough to fix Mike's side entry where the next door neighbour had the fire. But there we go. All right, let's talk about some games that we've been playing then. Mark, you've got a fat total of 1.
Yeah, and that one is what I've been talking about last couple of weeks, and that is Assassin's Creed Rogue. But this time I have finished it. It's completed.
Nice.
So it had a bit of a twist to this. I don't know if it's an old game. Can I say?
Go on, just go for it.
Hang on a minute. It twists the whole Assassins and Templars thing on its head. You start off as an assassin, and then halfway through the game you switch sides, which is an interesting aspect. It's different. And also in this game, one of the other characters of the latter half of the game is that Haytham guy from Assassin's Creed 3, which was Connor's dad.
Right.
So you sort of like partnered up with him in the second half of the game, which is a bit of a unique twist. But yeah, finished it off now, finished all the missions. Yeah, pretty decent for an old Assassin's Creed game. It was not, like I said last time, it was nice to go back to the old type controls, but I do prefer the new ones. I do prefer the RPG type Assassin's Creed with a newer style controls and combat. But for a 10-12 hour game, it wasn't too bad. I think it took me longer than that. I think
that's quite small, isn't it? For
yeah. Yeah, because the latest ones are like 40-hour minimum games.
That's ridiculous.
The OuterBeat.com website, I think, put it down for 12 hours. I think it took me about 16 altogether, because I did quite a few side missions. Because one of the last missions is a naval battle, and it's quite a tough one. You're on your own, and you've got to take on about 6 ships, and 2 of them are like beasts. And I kept getting destroyed on the last ship, so I had to go do a few side missions and explore a bit more and take on a few more ships to get the materials to upgrade. To get the wood and the metal and everything. So that diverted me for a couple of hours to do that. But yeah, got there in the end. It's pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Nice.
I'm glad I played it, because, like I say, I'm a big Assassin's Creed fan, and I'd have probably kicked myself if I never played this. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the new one coming out. I'm hoping later this year, the Viking one.
Yeah.
In the meantime, the Ezio collection has been on sale on the Xbox Live New Year sale. Right. I think it was £8 for all 3 games, and I've picked that up. So I'm a sucker for punishment.
Nice. Okay.
But they are it's still, in my view, some of the best games: Assassin's Creed 2 and Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
Yeah.
They're on par with the Origins and Odyssey. But the different types of Creed games, like I say, they're not as RPG, but still fantastic.
I've only played 1, and I thought 2 was Brotherhood the other week when I was on the show, and I've never played any other. And
you didn't get right into it, did you?
No. No. I didn't get all of the... There's just too much time that you can waste in a game, you know. With a game where you've got to put 30, 40 hours in, I just think you need more substance if you're having to travel at long distances. And at least with Red Dead, I found that there was still a lot of things you could get sidetracked for hours on Red Dead before you got to the destination that you really wanted to. Yeah. And I just didn't get that feel with Assassin's Creed. I didn't like it. I'm glad my brother's started to go off it as well. I've
seen him playing a lot of Origins lately when I've been on the Xbox.
Yeah, I don't know whether he's finished that now or he's trying to just battle his way through it just to get it done.
Yeah.
He's a completionist, and to try and finish them as well. But
Well, now I've finished this. I feel like I've got my gaming mojo back now. I've enjoyed playing this, so I'm gonna get back into the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order now.
yeah,
So
I completed that.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say so many good things about it.
It's fantastic.
And I've played about 5-6 hours of it, and I've really enjoyed it. And it was in my top 5. But
Yeah.
I just want to get back to it now. I didn't want to play it over Christmas when I wasn't feeling too good, and in my head I felt like I might waste it because I wouldn't enjoy it as much. But yeah, now I'm feeling okay. I want to get back stuck into it now.
I really enjoyed it, and it was only a couple of days ago. I thought to myself, oh, I was going to take that to the smelly shop and trade it in. And I looked online, and they said something like to 23 quid or something like that trading. It wasn't much anyway. So I stuck it on eBay, and it sold today for 30 quid. So,
all right. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's all in preparation for one of my purchases that I'm going to talk about a little bit later on. Not just now, but. I just thought I might. Do you know what? I've got a copy of Pubg as well. I've just fetched it at the drawer.
Right.
I've not
on PS4. Wow.
Yeah, I've not even touched it, and I'm just going to stick that on eBay as well because I've just bothered. Even if I fetch a tenner for it, at least it'll pay for the game that I want to get shortly. But I'm thinking of just. Because you game share, don't you, with someone? And
Greg. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking of trying to do that as well. I need to find a partner to game share with, someone who trusts me. So if there's any loyal and trusting people out there that want to trust a ginger, drop us a message. But I think I'm going to game share and start purchasing digital, and these games just sit here and I could be just getting money off them, and I don't know. I don't buy many, and I just thought, well, if game share, then we could just buy, one at a time or half each or whatever, and it's just a lot easier then, isn't it? And saves it in pocket.
I must say though, since we started using Game Pass, we don't buy that many games anymore between us. We buy the odd few. I bought Narcos at Christmas with some Christmas money. Before that, Greg bought one. He bought Star Wars Jedi because he wanted that, and I wasn't too sure at that time. But yeah, the big stuff, like, we just go halves on, so it works out really well. So if there's a new release, if it's $60 on the US store and 60 quid on the UK store, it's cheaper for me to send Greg $30 because it works out about 25 quid. Yeah, and I get a brand new release day one for 25 quid. You can't go wrong.
No, you can't. But I think I've brought about 4 games over the past. Year, with Game Pass, I've been a big ambassador for it in my own little bubble, and whenever I spoke to people about it, I've raved and just gave it the best reviews ever. But some people stuck in that PS4 world just don't listen. Listen, we've got about like maybe 2-3 people in our community that use PS4 for bits and bobs, and there's one thing I'm going to talk about later that I'm going to use it for, but come on, get onto it.
I keep forgetting you've got a PS4. I must admit, I've not been on mine for a while. Just before Christmas I started playing the DLC for Horizon Zero Dawn, the Frozen Wilds, and I need to get back into that as well because I did the same as what I did with Jedi. I stopped playing it, and that was good because I loved Horizon Zero Dawn. I think that was my game of the year 2 years ago.
I've not played that.
Yeah, but I don't go on it as much.
I've had that gap, and it looks like there were a whole bunch of great games that were released in that period, and I've got to play them. And there's so many that get released. I just can't get through them quick enough. But
I think I'll be playing the BioShock collection on it in the very near future because I love the BioShock games.
Yeah.
So, and I actually bought them on. I don't know if it was a Humble Bundle or if it was on a Steam sale. I've got them on PC on Steam, but for some reason I find it hard gaming on the PC. I don't know why.
Okay.
Mind you, recently I picked up the Spyro and Crash Bandicoot on the Humble Bundle just before Christmas, and with the controller I find it a lot better now. Because the latest Xbox controllers got Bluetooth in, so it's a lot easier to use on a PC. Yeah. But I don't know why. I think it's because I'm so used to using a controller. I find it hard using keyboard and mouse for games.
I was going to say, do you use a controller?
Yeah.
Do you just go for the keyboard and mouse? It's mad to think, actually, that years ago, because I used to love Soldier of Fortune on the PC, and I just loved the keyboard and mouse element. But now, if somebody was to say, just that's what you're left with.
Years ago, when my lads were really young, I sort of like started off on old PCs, like 486s, networked with the old BNC connectors and black cable to make a LAN, and we used to play Quake, Unreal Tournament, and Counter-Strike back in the days when that first came out. In fact, when my lads were old enough, I was into building PCs back then, and we all had a PC each. I built them to a PC, and we were into Counter-Strike in a massive way. I think Jason was only about 6 or 7 at the time, and he was fucking shit hot then, and he's superb now. When I say I've taught him everything he knows, it's true.
It's still quite big now, isn't it?
Oh, Counter-Strike, yeah, massive. Still play. It's like a different version now. I think it's Global Offensive, isn't it? But it looks pretty much the same as what it did all them years ago. Yeah. Similar maps with a bomb and defusing and that. Yeah. Oh yeah, we had so much fun on them.
Well, we've digressed a bit.
Yeah, we haven't we?
Just to talk about my games, and it's not going to take long at all. I've been playing more COD whenever This is a great.
I need to get back into this as well.
Man, this is a great thing about this game. When you just want to drop in and out, maybe have like 40 minutes to an hour, and you've not really got much time, and you don't want to sink yourself into a big game. And I really love that online, the online multiplayer. I can't even get my words out. Gunfire.
Oh, gunfight. Yeah.
My life. I'm so addicted to it. It's just brilliant.
So do you play with a random man, or do you always have someone new you meet up with and join?
No, every time I've gone online, I've just been playing with randoms. So
right.
you just jump on. It's the first one to 18, and every single kill that you get, your gun swaps, and you rank up your weapons really easily. I think it's fun. It really does give a new element to the game. I love it. I love it, and it's normally just a free for all. About 10, 11 people on the map, and my God, it's intense. I've come second. That's the best I've come.
Oh, that's gun game, isn't it? Gunfight is where there's just 2v2. Sorry.
I'm sorry. It's
it's gun game. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's where when you get killed, you get a better weapon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not necessarily though, because sometimes you're given an RPG and it takes you ages to get a kill. You just really do have to camp and wait for that precious moment. So it's sometimes you can get stuff, and the last weapon that you get, if you've got 17 kills, your last weapon is the knife. And when it comes up, when you've got one more kill to get, and it comes up on the screen, that the leader has only got one, or is on his last weapon or whatever. And I'm running around with this knife, and then I heard about 2 or 3 other people that were on the last weapon. I'm thinking, shit, and that was when I come second. It was just one of those. It's bloody intense. I didn't think that was too bad for 40-year-old me. I just enjoy it. What I don't enjoy is the size of the updates. I think they're ridiculous. The
last one was 35 gig, wasn't it?
Yeah. And my connection's pretty fast, and don't have to wait too long. But when you just want to drop it out of a game, you just think, come on, this game's been out for ages now. Why do you need that much of it?
That's like 7 times bigger than the old 360 games, isn't it?
Yeah, just ridiculous. But just one of those things. I do enjoy just dropping in and out of the game.
Do you do what Robin does? Do you play a lot of free for all, or is it just that one game mode? Because you can select them in the menu, can't you? Which game mode it picks?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. I've deselected every single game mode apart from gun game, and that's all I've been playing.
Yeah.
And it's not like I've been avoided any online play. I've been playing this in the day, or I've played it at night, so I could have caught anybody online. But I don't know what it is with the notification system on my Xbox One. It just doesn't seem as easy or user friendly as the Xbox 60. I always had notifications of people coming up online, and I don't know.
At the moment, on the Xbox One, as far as I know, only your favourites pop up online, or you can set it to only your favourites. So not everyone pops up online. And just digressing a little bit, I never thought I could have put this in the news. It's not a full release yet, but later on in February it'll be released to everyone. But for the Xbox Dashboard Insider Preview program, I've had the update now. You can actually change where your notifications pop up at long last. it always used to annoy me that the notifications always popped up in the lower part half of the screen.
Yeah.
And it always popped up at the most inconvenient times when you're reading some text or subtitles. And now I can change it. I've moved mine to the top of the screen now, which is 8. You can move it into, I think it's 9 different areas of the screen now. So, yeah, nice little touch. They've finally done, implemented.
See, I wouldn't move it to the top middle because playing Call of Duty, that's where you get notifications of the gunfire. And you can see where kind of people are at. And, really annoying me. So if you could move it somewhere else,
you can move it top left, top right, middle, anywhere you want. Yeah, it's really good.
But so I've been playing Modern Warfare, and the other game I've been playing this week, and I've completed 2 episodes of, and I've failed to send the pictures onto Twitter because I'm just a lame arse.
I think Robin only accepts a full season. You can't do individual episodes because so that's too easy.
Well, it's credits. And that's what the rules are. It's a credit. There was no other rules to say you need to go through the whole episodic game. So I'm going to put them on there just to annoy him. But I've been playing anyway. Batman: The Telltale series. It's okay.
I've heard it wasn't the best.
No. It's a graphic adventure game that you just have to pretty much do a whole lot of watching.
Right. Is there any sort of like in The Walking Dead and that? There's a few bits where you have to do a bit of aiming and stuff. Is there any of that in this, or is it all story?
There's certain crime scenes that you can link some of the puzzles together, or should I say, some of the clues together to work out what went on in the situation. Like you turn up in this garage and there's just dead people everywhere, and you just link certain pieces of what's gone on in that scene just to try and recollect the whole event, and it leads you on to other things. It's some of the actual game itself. I wouldn't say like it's graphically brutal, but it's don't hold back. It's pretty good. I do like the story. It's just, and also in some of the fighting action, you get to move your stick left or right, or you have to press a certain button. So you do interact with the story, but I don't feel there's enough. So sometimes I felt like I was kind of getting sidetracked. Like if my phone went something, and then when I looked at my phone, when you've got to make a decision and you've got to pick and
usually on time limit as well, aren't you?
Yeah, so I've skipped that and it's complete silence, and I've ended up going somewhere where I shouldn't be. So some of it does say at the start, some of the decisions you make in the game affect the way that the story is told, which is great. I like that. It was like Detroit Become Human. Obviously not that grand, not that huge of a game, but it's good. It's what it is. If you want some easy achievements, I think it's worth doing as well. So I'm gonna go through the old 5 episodes now. I've played 2. I may as well.
Yeah.
So I just thought I'd try that Games with Gold just to see what it was all about, and that was up there. I thought I'll just give it a go. And it's it's okay. It's okay. Not game of the year material, but there we go.
No.
Now we're gonna stay on games as well. Normally we move on to quiz, and we've not got right.
Well, there's only 2 of us, so I didn't think there was much point really. So we've got a bit of a one-off topic, haven't we?
Well, I think we ought to award each of the 5 points each. Because
for showing up and not just watching some big burly men in armoured things throwing a fucking testicle around a field.
Yeah. Well, 5 points is not bad, is it, for showing up? So we're going to stay on games, and we're going to talk about some of the games that we're looking forward to for the first half of this year. So, should we do one each, Mark?
Yeah, can do, yeah.
Might meet up with some games, and I know we have with your first, so we might as well just go with that.
Oh, we could do them in date order if we're really clever.
Oh, that is a bit... Okay, all right, let's do it in date order then. So, I'll go first with a couple. And one game that I've started, that I've played episode 1 of, and I didn't think that the rest of the story and the rest of the episodes were available on Xbox One, which somebody's told me that they are. I just can't find them. Life is Strange 2. I think
is this the last episode then?
Yeah, I think that's the end of it now. Right. They're going to release the full episode list on Xbox One and PlayStation, I believe.
Because this one is Stu's game of the year, wasn't it? He
Yeah.
really likes this.
I think it's a great story how it starts off. I might need to. Well, the one thing I do like about it is when you play each episode, it gives you a recollection of what's gone on, which I like that.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that's what it'll do. But it's about two brothers, and I mean, people have got to have played this, or if they don't want to, they're not going to worry about spoilers. But at the start of it, there's just two brothers. They run into this person with a gun, and the dad comes out and he ends up getting shot. This is right at the start of the game, but I think the kid goes absolutely nuts and ends up like having this. I don't know whether he does it with his mind or his hands or something, but he's almost got like the force, and everything just goes tits up. But it's good. It's good. You get to follow the story of these two brothers, and I like it. And I like the first one as well, where you could manipulate time. I thought that was great. I don't know. I'll see how I get on with the rest of it. I've got into these episodic games. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But there we go. That's Life is Strange, and that's out on February the 4th. And on the same day, which is going to be a purchase that I'm going to make this year, one of my first, is Zombie Army 4. I enjoyed Sniper Elite 4, and this is what's motivating me to get this game.
All right.
Have you played any of the Sniper Elite 4?
Me and Greg co-purchased the Zombie Army Trilogy game, what came out a few years ago.
Okay.
And we played it I think it was 2 years ago during Extra Life.
What do you think?
We really enjoyed it. We had a lot of fun. It was fucking hard because it throws a lot of zombies at you, and some of them are like really overpowered. And we had because you have to scavenge everything as well. And we kept running out of ammo, and some of the missions are quite tough, but it was a lot of fun. But we haven't played it since. We need to get back into it.
Is there anything that we could run a social competition with through that?
I don't know, to be honest.
No.
Might be some challenges you can do. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah.
Like I said, the only time I've played it was during that Extra Life a couple of years ago. But yeah, it's good.
All right. So yeah, that's going to be one of my purchases, and I'm going to do that digital. So that'll be on my little list. Another purchase in February, seems to be all happening in February. On Valentine's Day, Street Fighter 5's coming out. Now,
isn't that already out?
Well, it's the Championship Edition.
Ah, right, okay.
And this has peed me off a bit because I wanted to get the Championship Edition, and it's not coming to Xbox.
No, the Street Fighter 5 only came to PlayStation originally, didn't it?
Yeah. So I'm annoyed about this, that they didn't release this Championship Edition on all the platforms. So I think I'm going to get this on PS4. It's going to be another purchase that I'll make, but I'll probably get this on disc. My PS4's disc.
Right.
A disc drive, and it's not discless or whatever. So I just thought, I might as well just keep it. I'm not gonna sell this on. I'm gonna keep the PS4. Yeah. I like it's good to fire up sometimes at parties when you just want that little challenge between you and your mates, and you know when I used to play Street Fighter at the arcades and kick your ass. And
I loved Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition. Oh, were it Hyper Fighting Edition on the Mega Drive? Oh, I played hours of that. But I like the Xbox. What's it called now? Killer Instinct. I like that, me. That's a good fighting game because you don't have to. You can button mash that a little bit to an extent, and you don't have to rely on exact timing and combos like you do like with Mortal Kombat and stuff. You have to be more precise with Mortal Kombat, I think.
I don't know. If you play as Orchid, she's got a. I think
Killer Instinct Orchid.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. That's who I play as.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, she's my favourite character. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of the Mortal Kombats is on the Game Pass now, isn't it? So.
10, I think it is.
Yeah.
And that's really good.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people rave about it. I know Mark Davis, he raves about it.
I didn't play for long, but it was just to get that Mortal Kombat fix.
Yeah.
Doesn't change. I don't think it's changed a great deal. Still barbaric and ridiculous. But yeah, Street Fighter. I'm interested to play this one, number 5 Championship Edition. So anyway, that's that, and we get to meet up now, Mark, don't we, for March the 11th?
Yeah. I've not played the first game yet. I've got it downloaded. It's on my hard drive, ready to play, which is Ori and the Blind Forest. Now they are releasing the sequel called Ori and the Will of the Wisps on March 11th, and I'm looking forward to this as well because it looks absolutely gorgeous by what I've seen of the trailers and everything. So yeah, and this is going to be Game Pass game day one, which is awesome. So like again, you don't need to purchase it if you've got Game Pass or Game Pass Ultimate. It's going to be there for you day one, which is fantastic.
I think that's what driven me to the interest of playing it. I think if this was something that I had to buy, I don't think I'd buy it.
Yeah, same here,
yeah. Okay.
In fact, I just digressing a little bit. I've just noticed a feature. I didn't know you could do this. There's a thing on Game Pass where you can hit a button and say "Surprise me," and it'll just throw up a random game. And I'm thinking of challenging myself of just doing that and just letting it surprise me, and it throws up a game, and giving it at least an hour. To Kim in the chat, hello Kim. I hope your soup bowl is coming on well. I've heard you gone to pottery class. But yeah, so